Okay, we're live.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
no, it's fine, it's fine. Are we live?
Yep,
Alright,
it's okay. Go ahead.
okay.
Hi, guys.
I'm back.
I'm glad I finally got to release this, man. So, we just premiered Iron Blooded Orphans. That's my third song. If you showed up to the premiere and you're here because of that, thank you very much for stopping by. This one was in the works for kind of a while, so I'm glad I was finally able to top it off and add it to my short list of works. Of course, I couldn't have done it without the help of everyone involved with the project. There was actually a team of about 4 of us working on this. I enlisted the help of a producer, locally here, of course. His name is Inigo Mortel. He records bands in the area, and he helped me record all the parts for, or at least all the live parts for the song. But I also got help from Song, who I commissioned to make an orchestral instrumental, both for the intro and for the section following the first verse in the song. And he did a phenomenal job with that. I'm super happy with this work. He just made a part, or he composed two whole sections of music that just fit like a glove, I think. It was so natural and it made so much sense. It felt like he had a very clear vision of how he wanted to approach the project, which I appreciate very greatly. So it was him, there's me, Inigo, and sorry, we're a team of 5. I forgot. I cannot count. There was 5 of us who were working on the project. There was Eugen Scarlett, who did guest vocals for the final chorus as well as the section in the middle of the song. And I must say I am very, very happy with his performance and just the quality of his recordings, number one, but also the amount of just soul on his performances of his takes. I'm very happy with Eugen. And last but not least, we have the contribution from Aster, who of course was our artist, who designed the illustration for the song. He'll be here in a bit.
Hello, sorry for being late. I had to do stuff.
No worries, no worries. It's not urgent, so don't worry. You didn't miss anything.
Okay.
We were just talking about, well, I don't know who he is, but we were just talking about everyone involved with the project.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't talking about much.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for interrupting, like at the start of the stream to go to the bathroom.
It's okay, it's okay. All is good. No harm, no foul. Oh, do you want to shill your own stuff? I think you should. Do you want to tell people where they can find you and how to commission you if they're interested in your work?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so hello everyone, name's Aster. My handle is Aster Nocturia on Twitter and Instagram. I usually work on illustrations in a in quite a painterly style. You can check. I mean, you can check junk Junkyard's works of music. I made the illustration also for Cybernetic Leech and other than Iron Blooded Orphans, and I work mainly in a painterly style, but I also can do more cel shaded illustrations in a way. Um, you can check my card at easternocturial.card.com.
Oh, I'll go look for that.
And
I posted your Twitter in the chat, so
yeah, everything's on my Twitter though. Don't worry, you can check everything there. Um, th- my Discord right now is no longer Israel Nocturia. Be careful because that one got hacked. There is a notice on card, so please pay attention to the red box on the card. Do not contact Aster on Discord as it was my old account and it got hacked. Thank you very much.
noted.
Okay.
Noted with due diligence.
Yeah, because I mean, I lost my account doing it, and many people have pretty important stuff on their accounts.
Mhm.
Maybe they know people only through Discord and they do not have their other socials. So if anyone has to, I was lucky. I mean, if anyone is in a different situation than mine, where they are, where their friends are also on other platforms, and I can message them through other places, I can at least contact them. But I'm sure some people exist whose whole circle is only on Discord, and
Mhm. I'm one of those people.
exactly. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. So, um, yeah, be careful out there. If anyone asks you to change your mail on Discord to theirs, don't be a fucking stupid. I mean, don't be like me. Don't be like me.
Oh
Be
my goodness.
smart.
I feel like you're a little bit too hard on yourself.
No,
I don't know
trust me.
how. I don't know how that makes
I
hearing that
got
makes you feel.
scammed. No, trust me. I am. It might not look like it, but I am stupid. Okay, I am actually stupid. I got. I mean, I have been on the internet most of my life. I know the risks. I know what can happen, and I still fuck up because
Ah,
I don't learn. I I know those classic scams, but I do not know the newer ones. So yeah,
I see.
I'm stupid.
Well, the scams get better with time, so you can't really make. You can't really put the blame on yourself when people are actually just swindlers, you know? Like, people are getting
Yeah,
better at this
very much.
stuff. It's fine. They get the best of us.
Yeah.
Actually, as of recently, a lot of my, or a handful of acquaintances on Discord have been getting their accounts compromised as well, and it's in the most sinister of ways. I don't know
Yeah,
what their end is. Like if you hack a Discord account, like, what are you gonna do with it? Like,
sell information.
that makes a lot of sense. That makes complete sense.
Sell information. They only want to sell your information to corporations. Like since my account got scanned, I don't know how, but I've been getting more scam calls on my phone. Yet they're all addressing Italy, so maybe it's just my beautiful SIM card um agreement that oh yeah although we will sell your phone number for money or people just they find it, not our
Somehow.
fault.
It's crazy how that
Somehow,
happens.
for real, corporations will do anything for a quick buck. It's horrible because they already have money, like they do have the money, why do they need more?
Ah. They say money is the root of all evil. So they say.
It is,
So the
it
old
is.
adage goes. But I just wonder how people manage to be evil before the age of civilization, before the age of currency. I'm sure, just hypothetically speaking, I think evil probably existed before civilization existed.
absolutely.
So then saying that
But
money is the root of all evil, I think, is a little bit too big of a generalization. I think I would definitely agree with the statement that money is the root of most evil, or money is the root of a lot of evil. But it just doesn't have the same sticking power as an adage, I think. You know what I mean?
mm-mm. Yes, I know, but one of the things that in the past, before money and civilization, there were only resources.
Hmm.
Before before the coins were a thing, there were sheep and there were cows. There was wet and
Mm-hmm.
and land, but land wasn't actually that closed off. You had your plot of land, yes, but more people could work on it in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the the enclosures were started, like the enclosing of farmland, farm ploys started actually. Um, I mean, how we know it today, like
Mm-hmm.
land, a piece of land worked by people who get paid from an IRAP, not who work to get the products of the the land started actually much later than civilization.
Hmm.
Uh,
That's completely fair,
and
actually.
yeah, it's just that evil, at least how we describe evil, which is being essentially a selfishness, or generally speaking, more of um, greed. Greed can happen whenever there is resources, whenever there is anything that you can have more than what you need,
Mm-hmm.
and you can get it harming others. That's the thing.
So I suppose you can make a correction to that statement. Say, resources are the root of all evil.
Actually, it's greed. It's
Greed is
greed
the root of all evil. Let's go with that.
because
Greed is a very uh expressive
yeah, go
word, I
ahead.
think.
Yeah,
More so than
because
resources, I think. Like if I had to
yeah,
choose between writing a song about greed and writing a song about resources, I'd probably write it about greed.
yeah. Also because resources. I mean, anything can be a resource. Like, but and everything and anyone can be greedy about anything.
Hmm.
And it's it's just that one can exist without the other,
Mm. That's
which there's no greed without resources, but there can be resources without greed. And
and so it is.
I yeah, and I wish there was less greed around and more sharing.
It kind of scares me that we all have the capacity to be evil. I don't know if you feel that way, but
Yeah, it is scary because anyone could just turn their back on you, but we also have the possibility to be good people, which is another extremely important thing to consider,
hmm,
because where there's evil, there should also be good. Because if not, they delete each other.
that's
There
fair.
will only be equality.
Hmm.
It's everything stands with the contrast,
Yeah.
the shades of gray.
I suppose
Um,
there are schools of thinking that hold that you can't perceive good without the presence of evil. So you can't tell if somebody's good or bad if you don't have good and bad in the first place.
yeah,
It's
because
got way too deep so fast. I thought we were about to start talking about art, not philosophy. Maybe they're
nah,
related to
philosophy aside,
that.
art. Yeah, look at the art. The meaning is I made it for the song. Check the meaning of
The meaning of this art is we made it for the song, but it's also actually never mind. I think the topic I think the discussion of good and evil is very topical for the theme of this song.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Do you have a sense
Yeah.
of what the song is about?
Uh, I know. I only listened it during the premiere, so
Mhm.
Let me reread the lyrics.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We can find the lyrics are in the description of the music video now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pull those up for myself.
Mm-mm. I mean,
Yeah, because I didn't memorize them, even though I wrote them.
nah, it's fine. Look, okay, so anybody who thinks that, you have to know by heart everything you write if you wrote it. No. Like, you wrote it, okay, you have it written because you can't learn it by heart in a way. So,
Possibly.
eh, yeah, it's an expectation that doesn't make sense in my opinion. Um,
Well, that's a relief because I thought I was kind of falling off as an artist because I'm like, oh, I can't play my own things anymore. I actually forgot how to play a good majority of the parts to the song because it was recorded a long time ago.
what? Here I have to apologize for um not being able to deliver the art earlier.
No, that's okay. It's okay. Okay, here's the thing, though, right? A lot of it is on my end. Um, the art was actually very timely. Uh, in fact,
That's
when I
the power of being. Oh, sorry.
first heard that, oh, we're going to have to charge this price because of the level of complexity of the art, I was like, oh, okay, it might be a little bit longer than before if it's a little bit more complex than before. But you managed to finish it in like what felt like a day. So I was like, what? How did we get here? Aster is going
I
so fast.
worked on it. It's because well, the thing is, usually when I am able to work on something for a long period of time, um I I actually did it in like 3 days or
Uh huh.
something, but I only worked on it. I only worked on it because I knew you needed it for um, um you needed it soon. Like, I got it as like soon as possible in a way, and because I finished school. I'm no longer in school.
Woohoo! Let's go.
So
Woohoo.
understand.
Well,
So
congrats on
I
grad. Congrats on grad.
thank you. So I could work on it,
Mhm.
and when I start working on something, I can work for hours on end. I end up actually forgetting to do other things,
Oh.
but because I'm working on art, okay,
Mhm.
it's not because, well, also because um I mean I tend I tend to do this with everything. Like, I start
Mhm.
doing something, if I have some background noise,
Mhm.
etc., I can continue doing it. Like, I stop to go to the bathroom because it becomes distracting after a while.
Mhm. Mhm.
But other than that, like, you know, it's for me it's pretty easy to focus on one thing and only work on that one thing.
Hmm.
So,
I see. I,
I can I can cook stuff pretty quickly in a
yeah,
way.
I was really shocked
I have
because I am not the same way at all. Uh,
Mhm.
Throughout the course of my life, I've noticed that I'm actually low output. I don't work for more than 30 minutes a day at something. It's kind of a miracle that I was able to get through school
Nah, it's
because I
fine.
just be like, okay, how can I optimize my day my day so that I can do as little work as possible and always do the minimum. Like, how do I coast as
Well,
much as possible while still appearing as though I am not coasting and I am trying my best?
I mean, for
How do I
school,
pretend that I'm trying my best?
I mean, for school, that's pretty normal because, you know, um, school is something you can also not like. So
That's fair.
considering um it's easier to get distracted while when it's hard. Like I
Mm,
kind of remember when you used to play like um on call like the either the bass or the drums.
the
Like
practice pad.
I yeah, the
Yeah,
practice pad.
just like
Um you were able to last for a while. Like and the thing about music it's that it's um it's something that takes time.
that's
Like
fair.
it's art does take time, yes, but music you have to hear it in time.
Hmm.
Art is that music is like animation, video editing. You have to rewatch it, you have to listen to it. So
Hmm.
of course it's like longer
Or you could
because
just be a
you have.
genius. You could just audiate within your head how you wanted to hear it, and you can hear it perfectly before you even play a note on an instrument.
I mean,
Some people are like that.
yeah, but it's way rarer than what you think. Like I do play a year, we say.
Hmm.
Um,
Wait, you play what
I do
instrument? Sorry.
randomly. The guitar. I
Oh,
know how to play the guitar. I only have one guitar. It's an acoustic guitar.
nice.
I had it. I've been playing. I mean, since the first year of middle school, but
Hmm.
it's been since the end of middle school. It's been just pick it up, don't pick it up,
Yeah.
play thing, don't play anything like for a while because I couldn't go to courses anymore.
Hmm.
And I mean, I did start learning violin, however, and I used to pick it up quite a few times actually.
Hmm.
Um, because I like it. I like playing the violin. However, I have a problem.
Hmm.
My bridge collapsed because, well,
Oh.
as I said before, I am an idiot. Okay, um, I decided to um to change all of the strings at
Uh
the
huh.
same time,
Oh, I see.
and the bridge collapsed.
Well, how are you supposed to know? Sure, it may have been a blunder, but okay. If Magnus Carlsen makes the wrong move and he instantly loses the game, does that mean he's an idiot? Like, probably not, right? But then
No, but
Magnus is gonna tell the whole world that he's an idiot because he blundered, and that any other player would have instantly seen it and not played the move. But like, you know what I mean? I
I
don't think
mean,
you're that big of an idiot for blundering 3 times, right? It's like it's
no, I
fine.
mean, I mean, yeah, but it's like those things that I did change with the strings of my guitar a few times already.
Yeah.
I knew that when you change the strings all together, you're going to fuck up. However, it did not pass to my mind. Also because I thought, well, the bridge won't fall. And like London Bridge is
Oh.
going, and
Okay,
it
to
went
be fair
down.
though, to be
The
fair
bridge
though,
went down. It collapsed. Like now I can't pick my violin up because I'm scared as fuck
oh,
to tune it.
I
And I
see.
need to tune it because
You gotta do
um
that before you play it.
you you play the guitar. You
Mhm.
need to tune it because I mean when you change the strings, you need to tune the guitar like every time you pick it up. Same
Mhm.
goes for the violin, any instrument that has strings. And I'm just I will check if I can find a violin maker,
Uh huh.
someone who makes them, who can fix them, and just please, can you fix my instrument? But Aster, it's not broken. I can't play it. I'm scared for the bridge to fall again. I don't know how to fix it. I'm giving you money. I'm paying you for the job. Like I'm not asking. I'm asking you for your services,
You
please.
could just say, "Oh, it's a tune-up. I'm
I
asking for a
beg
tune-up.
you.
It's fine. Just if it's fine, then it's fine. But like, make it better." Make it so that the bridge will not instantly discombobulate when I pick up the instrument.
Yeah, when I tune it, it's literally just, oh my god.
Okay, but to be fair, if you change all of the strings on a guitar, on a hardtail guitar at the same time, you won't have issues.
Yeah, because
So some guitars you need to change one string at a time. Some you don't. So if you're used to
yeah,
changing the strings on a guitar where you can change all of them at once, and then you do the same on a violin because you think it'll work, it's excusable. Like it makes sense logically that the same procedure can be applied to the instrument. Unbeknownst to you that the mechanisms of the bridge were different, but you know, how are you supposed to know?
yeah,
I don't think that makes you an idiot if you apply your prior knowledge to a new scenario. You know what I mean? Like it's fine.
it's fun. Yeah.
We were supposed to talk about the lyrics of this song. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Exchange with
so going back to the discussion on good and evil, there's this event that actually this song is very much inspired by a biblical event that is, I guess, prophesied to take place in the future at some point. And it's called the Rapture. And the idea is, it's in, I guess, at least Roman Catholic Christianity. All the
apocalypse.
all the faithful are deemed to go to heaven at the same time during the end times in one fell swoop. So it is about the apocalypse actually. Like in the apocalyptic time, a bunch of people will get to taken to heaven at the same time.
Yeah, it's also in Roman Catholicism. It's the second coming of Christ,
Yep.
in which
He
he will
appears
bring everybody,
in a
everyone
glorious
to
blaze.
heaven.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In a
And
glorious blaze, he comes
everybody
down to
will
heaven, from heaven, and then he is seen by everyone on the world at the same time because he just shines that brightly. And then in that moment,
yeah,
all the faithful go to heaven.
it's not only the faithful, everybody who is not a sinner,
Hmm.
as in who does not want to redeem themselves, because redemption is also very big in Catholicism. So,
Hmm.
you know, if you fuck up once, but you want to change it, like if you fucked up and it's not an extremely bad fuck up that you've planned and so on and so on, you're not going to end up in hell. You will
Mm.
probably end up in purgatory. Um, Purgatory is basically character development.
Character development by hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's you have to do some trials.
Well, trials? I thought you just wait.
No, it's
Oh my
trials.
gosh.
You have to
Like
work
you have
your
to do
way
some. You have to
up
do some like community
every
service. Is that
one.
what's going on?
Yeah, exactly. You have to do community service. Plus, people can pray for you. Like,
Yeah, to
oh,
reduce your
I
years in jail,
exactly,
purgatory jail time, whatever.
exactly. You can get your fine paid by others alive that can pay it through praying. It
Yeah.
helps you.
I didn't know about the trials. I thought souls in purgatory just like sat there and kind of just vibed until they were like, okay, it's time to go. Your 10,000 years is up. Nice, right?
Finally.
I've been waiting so long, right? So, anyways, going back to the song, right? It's about all the people who were left behind,
Hmm.
and so
So those are not worthy of heaven.
yeah. So what happens is the world kind of just falls to bits and pieces because all the people that are left on it in this story are the people who decided that they are beyond redemption. And so we're left with the worst of the worst.
Mm.
And so the main protagonist realizes that he's that he doesn't know what to do, so he just runs away from the rest of civilization because it's too evil, right? He doesn't know how good could possibly exist in the world where the only places with people are the places with sinners, and so he runs as far as he can. He's found by a mysterious, I guess. I don't want to say vagabond. I don't want to say traveler. I want to use a better, more descriptive word that I haven't already used once in my career. But he's found by a person. He's brought back to health, and he's brought to a camp where there are a handful of like-minded individuals who are wondering whether good can still exist in a world where all that's left is evil.
The fact that there is already someone who brought them together,
Mm-hmm.
it means that although they do not see it yet, um, good exists
Mm-hmm.
because there is already a group of people who are trying to find solace in each other,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. They are trying to help each other.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the meaning of the song is now that you have explained it better. It's it's very beautiful actually. Like
Thank you.
it's a good meaning.
Oh, but everyone's guaranteed going to hell. So everyone in this story is going to hell. It's too late.
I mean,
So
hell,
there's this kind of
hell.
weird moment where all the characters kind of realize that they're all condemned, right? But for the for the last couple of moments that they have on the face of the planet, they kind of have to hold on to that because that's all they have.
Mm-mm.
And in a way, their I guess their destructive fate kind of ties them together, and they're able to share a special moment before they eventually face eternal torture.
Mm. Which is actually something that it's um in a place with all evil. It's where this Paris left is where you can see um how humanity looks at it, because if there is only evil and someone fights back, it means that there isn't only evil.
Mm-hmm.
There is people willing to fight and try to be to get less. I mean, they can also think about it as um they are condemned, but already trying to hold on to the goodness they still have in their hearts, because again, um although we don't have to think as heaven as a place impossible to reach, it is still hard to reach. So it's not unlikely that some of these people um did some mistakes in the past and they grew from them. However, they yet have to um completely redeem themselves,
Mm-hmm.
which unfortunately in the scenario of the song happen. They do not have the time, but it's still um it's personally having the fact of the group um cr- of the group being created is it gives a good message
Mm-hmm.
that everybody, even in the worst cases, because what worst case scenario can we find? All of the good in the world has been taken away.
Removed.
All of people removed, erased. Okay.
Goodbye.
Exactly. Um, Yet there still is good.
It sprouts
It's
up
not
somehow, even
exactly.
though
It's
it seems to have been removed.
exactly. It's a message of hope.
It is. It's a bleak message of hope.
Exactly. The
It's
the
the
hope people can. Oh,
can
sorry, I
yeah,
interrupted.
the hope that people can carry with them momentarily.
Exactly.
Are you Catholic by any chance?
I
How do you know so much
I
about it?
mean, I grew up in Catholicism.
Oh,
I'm not
okay. Me too. Me too.
strict. I do not believe myself as Catholic, but technically speaking, I am.
Dude, same.
I have
That's how we
I have
got here.
everything. I have all of the badges of honor.
Yeah.
I could decide today or tomorrow, anytime I want, whether to become a nun. I mean, a priest actually
Uh-huh.
for me, but
Uh-huh.
for personal reasons, it would be a nun. I'd rather be a priest.
Uh-huh.
Still, I would love to be able to just say, "Fuck it, I'm joining a monastery." Do you have stuff there? You can't really have much. However, um, you have a roof on your head and 2 meals a day, at
Mhm.
least 1 meal a day. You can
Mhm.
live, you can survive. So for survival, I'd be willing to become to join a monastery and stuff. However,
Interesting.
I do not believe myself to be Catholic.
Mhm.
I do still, though, hold many of the values that I was taught. Because
Yeah.
if someone reads the New Testament, actually reads it, Jesus was a communist.
Yeah.
Like, he was
Oh
never a
no.
socialist. No, it's
He was
true.
he was
It's
kind of
true.
what's it? He was a very convincing person. He
Yeah,
had a following
but
for sure, and they were actually
yeah, but because
willing to act on any of the words that he said, which is very reminiscent of that somehow.
yeah, but the thing about Jesus is that, you know, anybody who claims to be Catholic, Christian, and then is, I don't know, a landlord who asks for an extreme amount of rent, um,
Mm.
like not that's not
Something's not right there.
Catholic.
Something is amiss.
Exactly, like if someone is a landlord and rents the place and asks for more for too much actually, like isn't that it's not right. Like
It's not
it's not
in line with the values of the
exactly
religion.
the values are everybody's equal, everybody should be able to live and so on and so on.
Mm.
It's it's equality and respect. Like um it's and personally, I mean, it's important to remember that like one of the passages I recall it was like um a camel will pass through the eye of a pin
Oh yeah,
before he
before
will be a rich
a rich
person in
person.
paradise. Like,
Oh,
what?
that's kind of heavy. That's
That's kind
tough.
of
That's a
heavy.
hard. That's difficult
But
pills to swallow.
yeah,
Oh no. I
like
think there were a couple of
yeah.
references in the Bible to that uh saying. It wasn't just one.
I mean,
I can't remember any of them though. I can't
mainly
remember where they were though.
mainly in the New Testament. That one is the most like it's the chillest part. But even in the Old Testament, I can't remember much, but still could read was and looked up upon. It was looked
Hmm.
up upon.
So I also grew
I
up
mean,
Catholic, right?
I'm not an expert.
And I also recently have been kind of in the strange faith place. Like, am I really actually, can I really call myself Catholic? I don't feel like I belong in a church. I've just been going because everyone that I know goes, but I don't really feel like I belong. I don't. My faith is not as strong. I'm not close to God like I used to be as a kid, right? Much to the dismay of my parents, they're like, no, right? They've eventually accepted that I don't know. I don't practice my faith as much as they do. They still do. They're very devout. Um, but we're on wonderful terms, me and my parents. But I don't think I'm on the same Catholic as them.
I mean,
I forgot what I was gonna say. There was some reason why I brought that up. Oh yeah. When I was a kid, it didn't occur to me that we were given more than one creation story when we were in catechism, like studying the the stories of the Bible, right? So the Old Testament actually has more than one creation story. There's the one where it took God 7 days to create every aspect of the world as we know it, right? But
yeah.
then there was also the story about how he created every living plant and animal and saw that it was good, and then created man and saw that it was good, and then created a partner for man. I guess he didn't just say let there be man, right? He had to like it was a two-step process, right? A two-step recipe. He has to like take dust from the earth and then imbue it with the holy essence and kind of, you know, then it becomes man. So in that way, kind of man is like a little bit specialer than the other animals. And there's a whole story about
Yeah.
how a woman was created from the removed rib, the surgically removed rib of Adam. And it
Yeah, but
didn't occur to me that those were two different stories. In my
I mean,
child mind, I had always thought like the second creation story, like all of that happened on day 7. But then there's no way you can live a whole lifetime as a person and still be one day, right?
I mean,
So I was like, oh, interesting.
personally think that um we need to consider still for the Bible to be metaphorical.
Yeah,
And
that's fair.
so, I mean, the 7 days, um, I mean, also because of the symbology of the number seven,
Mm-hmm,
um, there's also like the fact that everything is in doubles. Um,
mm-hmm,
Let there be light, and God separates the day from the night,
mm-hmm,
light and darkness. Then He creates the earth and the oceans,
mm-hmm,
animal, the animals of the earth and the oceans, and no, the plants, and then
mm-hmm,
the animals of the earth, and then the ones of the sky, like so on. It's in double, and it's for rhythm, etc., and um for the creation of man. First of all, to everybody who says that biblically speaking, women are submit. No, God creates Eve from the side, and it's supposed to be like um it's the side meant to stand by the side, not
uh-huh, uh-huh.
submit. You do not say some like yeah, but women are short. They're shorter because it's genetics. Shut the fuck up, you person who doesn't understand
You
basic
person.
shit. You
the,
person.
the the
You
greatest insult. You person.
yeah yeah, like come on. I did grow up Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I never had that big of a faith, but that's because that's on me. That's on me.
Mm.
I mean, the reason was because, you know, I was the kid who did not watch cartoon. I watched documentaries about aliens. I was
Oh.
a conspiracy theorist, my
Oh my
friend.
gosh.
I grew up a conspiracy theorist. It's all God is an alien, my friend. It's a pyramid. No, I'm joking. I
Oh
am
my
joking.
goodness.
Please joke.
I was about to be like, okay, so is this Iron Blooded Orphan song about us? And I'm like, no, on second thought, maybe it's not about you.
No, it's no, but it's fine. I do know it. Um, which, but I still find interesting, like, um, the stuff explained in the Bible. Like, if you think about it, first of all, the Bible, yes. Uh, this is considered. This is for the Hebrew, for the Jew. This is the Hebrew one, the Jewish
Mhm,
one. I have to say that it's okay. So the Torah, which is
mhm.
the
The
books of the Bible for the, which is the equivalent almost, to simplify, for the um for the Catholics to the Jewish people.
mhm,
No, it's the Old Testament to the Catholic, Christian, etc.,
mhm,
and it's the one followed by the Jewish people. It's a set of social rules, um, laws, and even hygienic laws. It's
mhm,
one on one. It's a one on one to society, and it's and this is a good thing. Let me say it. Let me finish it for a
mhm,
second, because this might be controversial. I'm not saying that laws should match religion,
mhm.
mainly now, but in the past
When it did, when that was kind of the way of
it
the
did
world at
better.
that point.
Exactly. Uh, in the past, it was that the way of the world. We have to consider that this is a it's old, as in
It's
very
really,
old,
really old.
as in Egyptians old,
Yeah, oh.
as in first reign of the Egyptians rule. The the high reign, um, was it like when the pyramids were built?
Yeah, that the
The
pyramids era. Mhm, mhm.
pyramids era. It is an extremely old book. It only got written later. Like, before, it was also spoken tradition, so it
Right.
wasn't even
The technology to
stated.
record things didn't exist until the oral tradition had already gone through a handful of iterations.
Exactly.
So,
We have to it Someone needs to consider that. Also, if someone actually thinks about it, everything explained in the Bible, like the more epic moments, the blood, the suffering, etc., they are like extreme exaggerations. As time goes on, the the Bible becomes milder, because
hmm,
it also explains better. People can There is better education. People can comprehend more.
mhm.
I'm not saying ancient people were stupid. Hell no. Like, it it's just for simplicity, simplifying,
Mhm.
and we do not have to like, they still created a tradition. The first people who created a tradition that um did lead uh did lead um
Mhm.
did lead a civilization in a way. Although Jewish people, um I don't remember how diaspora is said in English. Um
Diaspora.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Um since that one, they were separated from each other. Um they became
Members of many
um
peoples.
exactly, they were not in the same state, in the same reign, but it's good because they were held by tradition and religion,
Mhm.
which kept them together. And it's impressive that a compilation of books um created something. So, I mean, there's also tradition of the people, what
Mhm.
they used to do. Like, there's so many things, but it's impressive.
Yeah.
it's impressive. I can't say anything else.
I would go so far as to use the word beautiful to describe kind of how the the Bible and the Quran, the Torah, like all of those compilations kind of offer a mirror into the past as far back as we can see it.
Exactly. Regarding the Quran, a bit less because it was written later.
Mhm.
However, still shows how it was in the past, the tradition, the culture, and everything.
Mhm.
And beautiful. It is beautiful to be able to see how, to be able to, in a way, go back in time. I'm speaking
Mhm.
in a more logical way right now. Um,
Mhm.
as I know the word right now is very controversial, but these are my ideas. And
It's
people
fine.
will
I
be
think
able
we're
to
in a
say,
safe space here.
yeah. I mean, I'm saying this because it. I'm literally praising the cultures. Like, there's also that, and it is it is a beautiful thing, personally.
Mhm.
Also for pagan religion, although they are not as prevalent,
Mhm.
there are still people who believe in them, and
Mhm.
it's beautiful. Like, I personally think that any religion that does not preach to harm the next person, which it's important to
Mhm.
consider
That.
harm the next person, but I mean it as in harm the next person, harm anyone
Mhm.
who did not harm first, because I personally think that self-defense is important.
Yeah, yeah. That's true.
I am not I am not going to expand on that because
You gotta defend yourself.
I do not want your live stream to be put down. Um, so
Oh.
um, someone should be able to defend themselves, and revenge is bullshit.
Uh-huh.
Revenge is bullshit. You should be able to defend yourself. And I mean, yeah, ask payment for the ask for a payment that is, com- equal to the loss.
Hmm.
Um, because, well, you did lose something. And I mean, in case something is broken, um,
You should be reimbursed.
exactly, you should be reimbursed
Hmm.
like
It's
that.
interesting.
Uh,
I didn't expect the lyrics to kind of sprout this whole really deep conversation about so many aspects of what the human
I mean,
condition.
because the lyrics have a deep meaning. Like, they're not. Come on, they are not. They, I can't say. Give me a second to think. The how do you say them? The common as fuck music that we get
We get it's
right
about
now.
partying and partying and partying.
Bullshit. Commercial consumer is
Hey
bullshit.
man,
I'm not
I'm a commercial consumer. I like my regularly scheduled
like,
programming. Please give me that.
yeah,
uh
like it. I mean, someone can enjoy that music, but music is not only, oh yeah, let's vibe to this. There should also be a part that
do
has
do do.
meaning,
It's
speaks
in
about stuff. I
yeah.
am a fan of art for art's sake. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I did it because I liked it. Okay, but
Mhm,
there is a limit to it.
mhm,
There must be a limit. Like, as long as it is you expressing what you like even if for you doesn't have a meaning,
mhm,
maybe it has a deeper insight because you use it to express yourself. However, if it's like, um, I did something bad, and I do not care because it's a cool thing to do.
Okay, maybe not.
It's a cool thing to do. Let's listen to the music. Let's listen to these tracks that are totally not identical to another song that was made by another artist, although they are smaller, so I can take them. Music,
Yikes.
music, music, music. Lyrics again. Random as bullshit again. Random as bullshit. Music, music, music. Like something like that. Like I'm speaking about, of course, big names. I'm not gonna mention because we already know
Please.
who they are. Uh,
You seem to
we
have
are
a lot
talking
of
about.
frustration about this whole thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, the frustration is crazy because those songs then they go everywhere. They spread everywhere. Like,
Like the plague.
yeah, exactly. It it's annoying to only see that sort of stuff. Like, I listen more to Vocaloid music
Mhm, mhm.
because tendentially, tendentially, the recent stuff has deeper meanings. Like, if not deeper, at least darker topics like
Mhm,
um rabbit hole, like um rabbit hole and mesmerizer. I can think about those two.
mhm.
Um
Maybe I should write those down. I'll look them up later.
they are, the one, I don't know if you heard about the one with Miku and Teto. That's
I
like
do not. I'm not in the know about Vocaloid music.
that one.
I don't
So
know.
there. Uh, yeah. Because they are everywhere. Like, um I find them on YouTube Shorts. I found them
Hmm,
on Instagram Reels. Nowhere else because I do not have TikTok.
that's fair.
I am above people. No, I'm joking. I'm
Hey,
not above
what?
people. I'm not above anyone. No, because I do not have TikTok. I
Yeah.
just don't like it.
Yeah,
Sorry
I'm not a
to
TikTok
invade
user
your.
either.
Yeah, like they're everywhere. Or I can think a while back when there was Internet Yamero from
Uh-huh.
um
From
Needy Streamer Overdose.
yeah.
Overload.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, is it
Something
overload,
like
overdose? Over something. Over
over
overlord.
yeah,
Overkill, over
I think it's Overdose because
probably.
the app is named Needy Streamer
Overload.
Overdose.
Oh, what?
I,
Ah,
I
it's so
think
confusing, man.
I think it's both because I mean there is overload and overdose. But the meaning is always the same. Like the game is
Uh-huh.
always the same.
Yeah.
Um, like the Internet Yamero song, it's dark, like dark, dark, dark.
I mean, it has to be if
Um,
it's accompanying that game.
yeah, it's literally. Yeah, I will not drop the internet, although it makes me sick in a way
Hmm.
because I am part of it after all. I am the internet angel. I don't
Hmm.
know, or just the um that the main lyric part that is um I don't know, comparing being on the internet like ecstasy, like
Hmm.
it's an addiction.
So would you
Why
say
you should.
you're a person who listens to music for the lyrics?
Mm, well,
Interesting.
I prefer listening music for the lyrics.
Uh-huh.
However, I also do listen to songs not
Not
for the
because of
lyrics.
lyrics.
Like, yeah, because some songs, even if I don't care about the lyrics, they're pretty cool. They are
Hmm.
catchy, and it's it's fine to enjoy them.
Interesting. Because as a person who writes music and as a person who has written a song, you describe the lyrics as quite beautiful. Thank you. I actually don't listen to
Yeah,
music for lyrics. I don't write music with the intent to write deeply either. I am actually mostly about the beeps and the boops and like, oh, I like how this sounds.
and it's fine. to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm all for having fun. Like, I also do not draw for sending a message. I mean,
Oh, that's
okay,
fair.
some cases maybe
Some
I want
cases,
to
yeah. You have something to say.
sometimes, but the main thing I draw for fun. Okay, I draw because I want to draw. Draw like the pretty colors. Oh, look, pretty colors. Go with the pretty colors.
Yeah.
Like, um, only there needs to be balance. Like, it becomes boring if you only write for the lyrics, because it won't, like, it can have the most beautiful lyrics ever, but if the music isn't there, if the
It,
music is
the lyrics
positive,
won't come through.
or exactly, they will come through, of course.
Oops, kick the mic.
And I mean, I personally think that the most important thing is to have fun. Like, even if you write a song only because the sound is fun and it's made with, I don't know, um farting sounds, if it sounds cool, I will listen to it, because and and if someone made it to have fun, good, they had fun.
Somebody
It's
probably
good to
took that as a challenge and is on it.
exactly. If someone took it as a challenge, please send it to me.
Oh
I
my
will
gosh.
listen more than gladly. Because having fun is I mean, for arts, etc., it's important to have fun. Like,
It's the whole point.
exactly. Like, not, and although, okay, maybe some corporate people who make music, they also do it for fun, but
Mhm.
I highly doubt that in many cases it's the truth. Like, maybe some artists, but
Hmm.
if you are part of a corporate, you will probably need to adhere to some stuff,
Mhm, mhm.
which, yeah, I uh, it,
Damn.
anything more to say?
After you having spoken for an hour and 10 minutes straight, I think that's a bold claim to say that you don't have anything more to say.
Any,
Holy crap.
yeah, I yeah, I usually, I'm a person who can ramble on stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, for future streams, like, in case, like, tell me if I'm rambling too
No, it's
much.
okay. It's great. It's a great thing, honestly. I'm a big fan. I'm here
Thanks,
for it.
thanks.
Because at first I was going to be like, oh no, what am I going to say to the stream? I feel like I'm going to lose energy if I just keep going through topics that I feel like are standard when it comes to these types of streams that we've been doing in the past couple of months. So this is very refreshing. I thought I was going to be completely gassed out by the 15-minute mark, but
Yeah,
here we are.
yeah,
I'm
because
happy.
topics come up. Glad, glad for you.
Hmm. I actually also kind of like how Eugen's hair, Eugen's hair turned out in this illustration. It's it resembles him very much, or it resembles the art that exists of him very much. He's recognizable, which is great.
Yeah, I for the art, mainly um I mainly focused on the hair, and maybe a little bit on the clothes.
Hmm.
While for other characters, I kept the clothes theme
Hmm.
similar, um to signify they are in the same group, they are the same people.
Hmm.
And you know I um I didn't really plan on them to be too recognizable in a way. Like,
Yeah,
mainly the other, like, Eugen can be recognized because of the
the
red
hair.
hair.
Yeah, but the other was not so much.
Yeah, because they are characters that can be part of the story.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that's a good call.
Thanks. Um, Also for the art, I really worked on the scenery rather than the characters because
Yeah.
I mean characters are important, but the mood of the ambient, um, I mean how I understood it also.
Hmm.
I thought it was important to show where the characters were
Yeah.
at, and not only the characters, because there can be a character in, like, both could exist at the same time, but they would not have had the same effect, in my opinion.
Hmm. That's fair. What would you say was the hardest part of making the illustration? If it was
I'd
any
say,
if it was of any difficulty at all.
personally, the most difficult part was trying to make the rocks not
Ooh.
too um not too detailed, or have the details clash with the whole style, etc.
Hmm. I see.
It Personally, it was like, I wanted to keep them a bit red, because
Hmm.
so we could also see, I mean, there was a version with more dust, like
Hmm.
I did before, one I did before, giving you the field one,
Hmm.
to just add the dust to see how it would look, and it didn't look as good. Um, to keep still, the original look was still a bit dirty,
Hmm.
because it's sort of as I understood of the song, like a post-apocalyptic scenario,
Hmm.
with but with still hope in the distant as the sun.
Hmm.
Another thing that took me a lot of time was the sun, like, to do the light beaming out from
Yeah.
it. That took me a while,
I see.
but mainly because it was the clouds around it that I did not want to look extremely too out of place, but still looking like there was a lot of light coming
Hmm.
from the
From the
sun.
horizon. Yeah.
Exactly. Another difficult part was also keeping make everything come together in a way,
Hmm.
like not have the ground be too different from the sun. And
Hmm.
yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that it was the rocks that were the hardest part, or the sun.
Uh, I, Also, the soil gave me some problems. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I felt in so many moments that it was going to be too detailed and
Mm.
take away from rest, while in others too flat, because it wasn't supposed to be flat.
Ah,
It's a rocky
it was
mountain.
supposed to
It
be
must
scenic, but
flat.
not too
Exactly,
attention grabbing.
exactly. It Also, because it's a huge part of the illustration.
All right.
Um,
Even though it's
there
not the
are some
focal
parts.
point, it's a huge
Exactly.
part of it, but
There are
it's not what you want to draw the
exactly.
attention to. Makes sense.
I want I wanted to draw the attention to the characters. With
Hmm.
personally, I did. I don't think I did it badly.
Hmm.
Mainly with Eugen's hair, because
Yep, there we go. There he is.
guess what? Uh, with the hair, it was like the only color that is a bit more unnatural.
Hmm.
Um, because I, although I did not fully color pick, I did partially color pick.
Hmm.
Um, I modified color a bit to make it fit better the ambient, but
Hmm.
um, the color is the one, the art of his character. So it it's a brighter color, and it attra- it draws more the attention also
Hmm.
because of the position. It's
Right.
close to
It's in the middle of the screen.
the center. Yeah,
It's kind of against the backdrop of the sky and the beam of light.
yeah,
It's easy to see. It's in view, but it's also like a dot on the screen.
yeah, because they are not close. They are not close to the camera.
Yeah. On the topic of Eugen, I was really happy with his with his work, like all the aspects of it. Um,
Yeah,
his
he
takes was
works
great.
some.
His takes were really good. I think his register fit the project really well. I love his vibrato actually on the clean parts in the middle of the song.
Yeah,
He has better vibrato than I do. He has better vibrato than a lot of singers.
and yeah, they sounded very cool. Um, it gave a very good it separated the song pretty well
Hmm.
in two parts.
Yeah, but it also kind of made sense. Like it wasn't too abrupt
Yeah,
of a transition. It was a natural inclusion of another like character in the story. Oh, plus his harsh
yeah,
vocals are also really heavy, really brutal. Great stuff to Eugen. Oh,
yes.
aside from that, I was impressed by his recording setup because um, not only did the performances sound good, right, but he also had quality audio. I think his setup, if I'm not mistaken, is like he has a booth inside his room, like a portable booth that he like steps into.
Oh,
It's kind of like a porta potty without a toilet, but with treatment instead.
oh my god,
So he goes into there
that's very cool.
to like
That's very
record.
cool. Like
I
I have.
think if I'm not I might be mistaken because his personal website is in Japanese, right? But so I might not have gotten the translation right, or I might have made some assumptions and missteps along the way. But he has that, and he takes a good microphone into that setup. So we get not very much uh kind of agitating reflections from the room. It's a direct recording of just his voice and
Yeah,
a little bit of that booth. So it was able to kind of sit nicely in the mix. Quality audio.
first, yes, quality audio, very good.
It's hard to find that.
Um, Usually for recording setups, like I personally think, I mean, I should not be the one speaking about quality audio. I am using the microphone of Shop Assistant on those 10 euros at best headphones that have a
That's a-okay.
microphone. Yeah,
That's all
like
good.
I do not own a microphone, a professional microphone, even the less because I'm not really into streaming right now, and I do not have the coin for the investment. So waiting good stuff to invest on.
Waiting for commissions. Please hire Aster.
Thank you. Thank you for the advertising.
I mean, I feel like this whole stream was kind of like, oh, check out this thing that I drew. I think there's,
I made it.
yeah, I make it. We make it. I think that's a great way to advertise, if any. I think.
Yeah, yeah, showing what you did, what you can draw, what you can do in any way, even without art. Like it's important to be able to, show what you can deliver, and mainly that you can deliver, because delivering is important mainly when there's deadlines involved. Like
Hmm.
again, I and thank you for being patient, by the way.
No
Thank
worries.
you, really, thank you.
These types of personal projects,
However,
I don't intend for the deadlines to be too over encumbering, too tight, too stressful. I don't know if that's the way you
yeah,
took it, but it seemed like you were a little bit like, Oh no, I felt like I was a little bit holding up the project because you were waiting on
Yeah,
me,
I
blah blah
mean,
blah. Don't worry about it for now.
yeah, yeah, but like I did feel I was holding it a bit behind because I mean I don't really want to hold your work behind because um stuff I have to do other than well this is kind of my job. I mean
That's
okay
fair. It's a fair way to think about it.
focus but like for me sis get degrees my friend do the least possible. Nobody cares how much you got at university. Like, I mean, okay, maybe people care if they are on a scholarship
That's fair.
for merit.
Mhm, mhm,
I mean, that's another case scenario. I am not on that, so
mhm,
I will work trying to get through
mhm.
and do my stuff.
I feel like if anything, I held up the project kind of a bit, or a lot. There are kind of a couple of things that I took a long time to do with this one. Although, I will say, this project was recorded on the same day as Cybernetic Leech.
Oh,
So there was just like this one mega day at the studio where I would just record everything for 2 songs.
oh
Just
my
like full force, just like smacking all the drums and then doing it again for a second song and then picking up the bass and I just go to town. Guitar solos, gotta lay them down, track all the guitars, track all the vocals. And it took like the
damn.
whole day. And by the time we were done, the Inigo and I were just pooped. We were just like, that's enough work for 1 month.
Oh my god. Yeah.
uh, that
That's
was a crazy
that's a
day.
lot.
Yeah. Although I don't really remember much from that day. Um, I felt like the hardest part of that session was tracking drums for Cybernetic Leech. Because I was actually making a lot of mistakes. During the fast parts, especially for that song.
I mean, it being a fast song like kind of makes sense
Yeah.
for it to be harder. Like um faster songs usually are harder. I mean,
Fair.
okay, I'm going to say that slow songs are
Are
easy
easy, but
because they are not.
sometimes they're not.
More often than not, in some slow songs, there are pretty hard things.
Mm-hmm.
Here on my desk, just one. Oh, I did not lose it.
Oh,
Anyway, no,
nice.
I'm sorry. I was checking on my desk some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, basically because um I have friends who smoke like tobacco and stuff, cigarettes, and usually I have like a lighter in my bag, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I take it for like
Mm-hmm.
um DIY stuff, such as making smaller plastic bags, and I put it away and I thought I lost it, but I
Mm-hmm.
found it again.
Nice.
Either way, yeah, slow songs can be hard because some songs, or at least classic guitar in arpeggios and stuff, in my
Mm-hmm.
experience, they are assholes.
Yes.
Like, where do you put the hand?
Yes.
Where do I put the hand in this? Why is this? Why is my hand hurting so much?
Oh no.
Like something like that. Speaking from experience, I have to say I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah, you did mention playing guitar since what, middle school? It's kind of a long time to be playing even something like classical guitar. I'm not that good at it.
I mean, I'm not that good either. Like, I have a basic
But
understanding,
you've had the experience of having your hands hurt from trying to do an arpeggio. That says a lot. I think about
yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
that's because
That's
I only
already
do the I only do them. I do not do like the more rock stuff.
mhm.
Like usually play random stuff. I I'm a bard from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't know how else to describe it. Um, if you ever need any classical parts, hit me up.
Yeah, put that in your
I
card.
can. Oh my god, no! I'm not that good.
Oh
Joking.
my gosh.
I mean, I will try to do it, but I'm not that good. Like, really, I can make some samples, but I am not a musician by any
Hmm.
chance. Like, I play a bit, but I'm not too good. Um, but I will do it for free because I suck and I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was like
I just do it for fun. I don't do it for money.
I would say I'm pretty confident in my guitar abilities. Actually, more so than my drumming and my singing. Because I still consider myself to this point a guitar player primarily. Uh, the drums were really challenging on both Cybernetic Leech and this song. And actually, I didn't end up that happy with my drum performance on this song. For some of it.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't. There's some parts of it that if I was in an ideal world, I would retake. But then the project would be held up for even longer, and I'm like, I have to release it at some point, right? You just got to put it out there because gotta do it, and you just live with it, right? Art is never done, only abandoned or whatever. I was least happy, I guess, with the drum parts. I was quite happy with the guitar parts and the bass parts on the song. That was the most painless part of the recording process, was recording drums and or sorry, bass and guitar for this.
Mm. Well, I think it's good that you did put it out.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it's a big relief.
yeah, exactly. Mainly for the relief, also because I mean, it do not. You can also not stress too much
Uh-huh.
on parts that you might not be too happy, but they are still good. Like,
Thank you.
like
But
they
also,
might sound bad.
Aster bought it. Let's go. You didn't notice. You didn't notice the parts that were crap. Let's go.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm not a musician. Like, okay, maybe someone who has 10 plus years in music, etc., etc. But like,
Somebody who can hear time
uh,
in milliseconds and tell the difference between
for
the
real,
201st millisecond and the 202nd. That person's gonna be like,
like
but it's okay.
it, it, it's fine to not be perfect. Hell,
Yeah,
that's the whole philosophy of punk music. Just do it, like garage bands and
yeah,
stuff.
that's completely fair. It
And
reintroduces the human element
I,
into it. It's supposed to be art. It's supposed to be made by humans.
yeah, it's, it's, it's art.
Mhm.
Also, I did assume like the genre was punk because I mean it
Mhm.
does sound like punk music, so I
Mhm.
I assume like it.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Um,
good reference point, I think.
mm,
Hmm. So when you say punk, right? What bands come to mind? What are some examples of
uh,
punk bands?
so here's the thing.
Aw.
I I don't really know for English punk.
Oh, okay.
Be- I'm not really because I mean I got introduced to punk music through more of Italian
Mhm, mhm.
band because of a group of friends. I mean I've been to a few concerts as well.
Ooh, cool.
I can say like um I mean, this is because okay, so you can feel free to joke on this, like you can laugh at me. One of my favorites is literally about my favorite liquor.
Hmm.
Okay, I am not an alcoholic. Please do not give me the worst thing.
No
But
one believes that you're an
Borg,
alcoholic.
I am such a fan of Borghetti, like
Hmm.
Borghetti. I'll write it in the comments. Hold on.
Hmm.
Um, it's coffee flavored liquor.
Ooh.
It's fucking good. It tastes like coffee. It is, and it is warm, but because of the alcohol, you drink it frozen, like not
Ooh.
frozen, like with ice. You drink it ice,
I see.
and it's extremely good in my opinion. Like it tastes like coffee. I am addicted to coffee, not alcohol. That's why I really like it. And it has a song. There
Oh,
is a song
okay.
um, by I think Maleducazione
Hmm.
Italiana. No, I can't remember the band. Hold on, let
That
me
does sound like an
check.
Italian punk band.
Yeah. Um. No, it's called Maleducazione alcolica, meaning mis um not alcoholic but alcohol misbehavior,
Oh.
alcoholism, misbehavior, something like that.
Oh my gosh.
And the song is such a bop. Like it's on the lighter side,
Hmm.
but yeah, I I mean,
I should give it a
I like
listen.
both of these songs.
So the
I'll
title
send
of the
you
song, yeah, actually just DM it to me.
yeah, I'll DM it to you. Give me a second. Like, I mean, the reason I like um more, I actually like punkish music because I mean it can be upbeat. It's usually pretty upbeat. It's pretty fast. It's fun.
Hmm.
And okay, the meanings can go from um praising a liquor to I don't know. Let me check another one because I don't. I do listen for the lyrics, but I
Hmm.
don't always pay attention to the
Yeah.
lyrics.
Sometimes it's just hard to remember examples of a song about a certain topic off of the top of your head.
Yeah, like
But you know that the band writes about a lot of things.
exactly.
Yeah. They probably have their one song about romance. Probably. But it's the only one in the sea of things that are about alcohol
Yeah,
and the state of the nation. And
yeah.
uh I don't know. Trying to find some kind of way when you're given a script in life that you just can't feel like you're following.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'll give this a listen later. I won't listen to it on stream because it's copyrighted, probably.
Yeah.
Man. I like the bass line for Iron Blooded Orphans. I actually play it with my fingers, so I don't use a pick to play the bass parts. So it was a bit challenging to kind of get the both like middle and pointer on my right hand up to speed to play to the tempo of the song. So that was quite tricky because the guitar goes fast, the drums goes fast. It's 16th notes at like
Yeah.
108, 158. So
Ooh, yeah.
Yee. It did take a while to get
It
to that
is.
level of fitness, I would call it.
Yeah, for me personally, like um I'm quite a fan of like playing. I mean, this is also a guitar player, classical guitar player. Um,
Hmm.
playing um with the fingers rather than a pick, like
Yeah.
compass parts. That's easier. Like you have two parts that hit the strings rather than one.
Mm.
Yes, you can go forward and backwards with the pick. Okay.
Hmm.
Still, it's easier. I would say like good thing you did it with them because if you did it with the with the pick, good luck with that. It's just
Actually, I feel like it's the other way around.
oh
Um,
really?
yeah, fingers are really, really difficult. They actually, um, not really difficult, but when you try to go fast, your forearm or like the muscle that's um on top of your, I guess, connected to your elbow starts to get sore and it starts to fire up. Like it's like a workout burn if you go at the full speed.
Carpal
Yeah,
tunnel.
not carpal tunnel, but the same kind of burn that you would feel at a gym if you're lifting. Like
Oh
if
god.
you play bass with your fingers, you actually your tiny muscles become swole. It's
What?
crazy. Yeah, you actually get strong in the this is the bass player uh thing. It's like a workout. The
Oh,
thing
that's
about
good.
yeah.
Out while having fun.
Yeah. So pick is actually far easier, I think. And I think there's a little bit more you get a little bit more attack as a pick player. But I just like fingers because I guess my favorite bass players play fingers. Some of my favorite bass players play pick, but some of them also play fingers. So I don't know. I just prefer the sound of uh, having every other note be slightly different from each other because you're playing it with your right and then your left, or your left and then your right, like your pointer and then your middle. But yeah, fingers is actually tough. It was probably the hardest thing aside from the drums to prepare for this recording session. The guitar part actually I found easier than the bass part. Even the solo. Like I found like doing the solo as technical as it was not as difficult as doing the bass part and getting that up to speed on fingers. I could have just called it a day and coasted and played with the pick, but I don't know. That's not my sound, or that's not how I want to sound. Yeah, fingers are crazy.
Yes. Oh my god, my lunch is. Oh, I'm sleepy. The coffee effect is wearing off,
Oh
and
no, the adenosine receptors are
still
now
not
telling you that you're
going to sleep.
tired. Uh-oh, it's time to go to
Oh,
sleep. Good night.
good night.
Oh no. Are you the kind of person that
Me.
takes naps in the middle of the day?
Ha, joke's on you. I can't take naps.
Why
My brain
not?
does not.
Oh
My brain does
no.
not let me.
Brain
I
why?
can't take naps after. Yeah, I can take naps after 7 p.m. because I unfortunately match with the sun. Like
Oh.
if the up, I can't sleep. I just stay sleepy also because I feel like I have stuff to do. So
Oh.
I stay awake. I mean, mentally I'm not there, but I am awake. At night, I can be awake, but I can nap.
Strange.
Yet nap, I can fall asleep completely.
Hmm.
Like it's a weird thing. However, I'm trying to fuck up my sleep routine, my sleep schedule.
So that you can sleep during the day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not fucking it up because
It's
I
just
am
yeah.
for my life.
Mhm.
I mean, if I sleep a bit more during the day, I can still work more on the during the parts I am awake, and I can fuck around during the night. I would like
Mhm.
to do it, but I can't really, in a way, also do it because family doesn't let me use my computer when it's night
Uh-oh.
because it them. I live with my parents. I mean, I know that I still have to move out. I mean, yeah, I still can't make my own rules, but so I use the computer at night, which is annoying as fuck.
Ah, understandable. Yeah.
Also, the weather.
Mhm.
How is the weather where you live? Like
It's been raining a
right
lot.
now, for me, it's sun and it's hot. It's like 32. It's 32 Celsius.
Wonderful.
Not as bad, to be fair. A few days ago, it was 35
Yikes.
with 50% humidity.
Ooh, fun. That sounds like that does sound like hell. I actually really like the
I
humidity.
hate
I don't know why.
Personally, for me, humidity is hell, but I think it's also because it should be um the zone I live in.
Mhm.
I live in one of the most polluted zones in Italy, so yeah.
Ooh. Oh, so the humidity makes it worse. Yikes.
Yeah, like the humidity in the summer and in the winter somehow. In the winter, we can't drive cars too much
I see.
because of the microparticles like the
Oh.
PM510 and so on. And while in summer, well, nobody cares, but because it's not as high, because usually it's higher in winter. But
Mhm.
also people are using more the car because it's winter, it's cold, you don't walk as much.
Mhm.
It's it rains every other day, and yeah.
I guess I've never imagined a scenario where it's the pollution would cause you to drive less. I mean, because of the microscopic particles that kind of get everywhere. That's a new concept to me.
I mean, for us, it's like not as new, but because um, living in the city here, I mean, the traffic can be quite intense. And, if you have a car that runs on insults and prayers, probably it also runs on a lot of fuel, and it isn't as sustainable because here we care about sustainability quite a bit. So, yeah.
Mhm.
And because I mean also it's because of the zone, like we don't have much airflow,
Mhm.
so because there's not much airflow, pollution stagnates.
I see.
My water bottle
Mm.
to drink a bit of water time.
Wait, hold on. I have got to use the bathroom. So
Okay.
I'll just move us to a waiting screen for a bit. I'll be right back.
Okay, be right back.
Okay, I'm back. Hold on, I'm just gonna check the audio of the stream, so the stream might hear itself. Okay, that should be a little bit more balanced in terms of audio. I didn't realize that it was that much louder.
I'm back. I was
The
grabbing some
stream,
water
so
because I finished the other one.
okay. I didn't realize this, but I was actually a lot louder on the stream than you were. So I actually took the liberty of
It's
fixing the
fine.
settings a bit.
Oh, it is fine. It's fine. I blame it on my microphone. You can blame it on my microphone.
Nah, I don't blame. There's no blame. Things can
Nah,
happen
there is the
blamelessly.
blame.
I hate
Don't
my
worry, you can blame
microphone.
the microphone.
Ah, it's all this
Fucking
microphone's fault. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Man. I feel like after the stream ends, I'm gonna go and practice for a bit. I'm thinking about
Oh, that's nice.
actually just going back to it. You know? In my mind, the work for this project that I was doing on my end ended a long time ago. Because the recording session was a long time ago, right? So I think like in my mind I stopped working on this project in like January. And I stopped kind of thinking about it.
Nice.
And then for the couple of months that I was trying to put Cybernetic Leech out, I actually kind of shelved this one. I wasn't that confident in it. Mostly for because I was not happy with the drumming, but also because it was hard to find a guest vocalist that I felt like could fit the bill. So I procrastinated on the project for those two reasons. I was like, I don't feel good about putting this out. But now that I was able to put it out, I feel a lot better about it. I do feel like it is something to be proud of, which I didn't actually feel at the moment I finished the recording. Which, I don't know. I guess that happens.
Yeah, it can happen.
Because in my mind, it's like, it's so hard to top Vagabond. Because that one, I felt like I was very proud of it. Still am. I think it still holds up. The first song really is, I think, in some ways, the culmination of all the work that I put into music up until now. And Ku and Kokozen did a great job with that. I'll never shut up about it. Always grateful to those guys. But yeah, for a bit, I was like, do I really want to put this out? This Iron-Blooded Orphans thing? And somehow I decided to commit to it, even though I was kind of half and half at that point. I decided if I'm on the fence about it and I put it out, I want to see how I feel after I put it out, if that makes sense. And now that I put it out, I'm like, oh, This ain't half bad. We'll take it. Another one for the books. Nice.
Yeah.
But actually, I do feel like I still need to practice a bit or a lot. The work doesn't stop.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been kind of practicing a lot for the projects that I kind of want to put out from here on out. And
Hmm.
those will be on the way at some point. But maybe, well, maybe later rather than sooner. But hopefully sooner.
Yeah.
But I think this Iron Blooded Orphans project was another one of those opportunities to kind of really hone uh what I feel is my artistic sound and my to find my voice as a musician and as a writer. And I feel like I was able to do that the most with the guitar. Uh because I'm pretty happy with I think I remember saying that I was really happy with the guitar sounds that we got on Cybernetic Leech. And since we did this song in the same session, I guess also by extension, I'm really happy with the guitar tones that we got on this record because we use the same gear.
Yeah.
Like we I guess I want to make it a point to use real stuff, right? Real amps, real microphones, and not go into an amp sim and not record an impulse response. Not for any other reason other than it's cool to use real stuff. But that has a little bit of a learning curve. Um, but I feel like my producer kind of already passed through that learning curve, and we were able to get uh, a guitar sound that kind of captures uh, the mood of the song as I envisioned it, which I don't think is any small feat. I think recording guitars can be a real challenge,
Hmm.
but it's something that I feel more confident in now that I have this project under my belt and Leech. We used a bunch of gear. We pointed a microphone at an actual cabinet, and it was exploding in the other room. Best feeling ever.
Yeah.
I still don't really own an amp, but if I did, it would have to be uh it would be okay if it was even like half as loud as the one that is in Unigo's like control room. Because holy cow, that thing pushes some serious air. I'm surprised his neighbors don't get uh up in arms about the noise. I don't know how he did it.
Mm.
Because even with all the treatment that's in his room, it's like, well, I guess he treated the room uh with the intent to silence and not necessarily to remove uh unwanted frequencies. Because I guess those are two different uh approaches that you could take to treating a room, right?
Hmm.
Either make it sound more pleasant or completely deaden it.
Yeah. I mean, when you record a person that sounding completely dead, or just, you can hear all your voice, nothing else is better.
Hmm.
Because if you're recording for like a song, and that way you can add more to the song in a way. Like it's cleaner.
Hmm.
Plus, you can always edit stuff in, but it's very hard to edit stuff out
Hmm.
per at least.
Yeah. I don't imagine that a lot of people are really that interested in real guitars, though.
I mean, depends because usually if someone uses real guitar rather than synths, first of all, investing in a guitar that and which you can play and you can be able to use, etc., etc., like it's much better than um you know personally it's better than using a synth also because
Hmm.
though many synths are very very good, like
Hmm.
they can also be very expensive. And if you can record the guitar, like record the guitar, if you need to use a synth, like do what you find better.
Hmm. Wait, sorry. Well, you were asking me?
No, I'm not
Oh,
asking
okay.
anything.
I was like,
Well,
okay.
saying stuff. Well, now though I think I will go because I'm legitimately falling asleep.
Oh, okay. Even though you said you weren't
Thank you
able to
so
fall
much for
asleep,
having.
thanks for thanks for
No, like
coming on to the
I metaphorically, sorry,
yeah,
metaphorically falling asleep. I know
yeah,
it's
yeah,
weird, but like
so to speak,
my brain is dead.
brain
Yeah, so to
fog.
speak. Oh my
Yeah,
god. Yeah.
that's fair. You're tired, but you can't
Thank
sleep,
you
but
so much
you
for
got a
having me.
zombie mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the art.
I can't
Thanks
sleep.
for being a part of this.
Thank you so much for asking. Like, really.
Always a pleasure.
You're welcome.
All right,
Bye
take it easy.
bye.
Peace.
I will. Peace. Bye bye.
I think that's a good signal to end the stream as well. If you've been here up to this point, thank you so much for the support. Thanks for stopping by. And I guess I'll be seeing you guys too. Take it easy.